Hello everybody, my name is Khaled Siddiqui, and in this video I'm going to teach you about drive-through intercom system. If you are a restaurant owner, opening a new restaurant, upgrading an existing restaurant, or you just purchased a restaurant that didn't have drive-through intercom system, so this is for you. You want to watch this video to make the important decision. Probably the most important decision for your restaurant is choosing the correct communication for your drive-through intercom. Bad communications could lead to like miss orders, or not being able to understand what the customer orders because of bad communication channel, poor quality, audio quality, ordering mistakes, or angry customers, loss of business, bad reviews on Google, and you name it. So basically, one of the most important factors in a successful business, any business, especially restaurant business, is clear and transparent communication. For that, in a fast food business, especially in a drive-through fast food business, you must have good intercom system. And which one is the right intercom for you based on your needs, that's what I'm going to discuss today. Okay? So there are few major companies that are manufacturing intercoms. There aren't very many. Like for example, if you want to buy an iPhone, there's so many different brands. If you want to buy a TV, there's so many different brands. But with intercom systems, there's only half a dozen good name brand companies that manufacture intercoms. Now, the issue is with the intercoms, which one is the right intercom for you? So I'm gonna explain different manufacturers from the worst to the best. Basically, I'm gonna talk with you about the ones that are not so good, middle of the road, and the best. Okay? So the ones that are not so good, or not so, based on my personal experience, not so, I should say, common or clear voice quality, or affordability. There's so many factors that you need to take in consideration. For example, you need to have a headset. If it's a battery operated wireless headset, the battery has to last all day when employees are working. The range has to be pretty good. The sound quality has to be pretty good. You cannot have a poor sound quality or poor communication channel. So Quail Communications are very good in making medical intercoms for, when doctors performing surgeries and, different types of medical communication in the hospitals. Quail Communications are good. But they are not so good when it comes to drive-through intercoms. All right? Panasonic, they make great, electronics such as stereo players, cassette players, the old VCRs, and you name it, all different things. But their intercoms are not as good. They're much better, but not as good. 3M is okay. It's not the best, but it's pretty decent. 3M communication is pretty decent. The best is HME. HME is a local California corporation. They're in San Diego, California, and they are doing the most amount of communication research and development, R&D, and they own Clearcom, which is one of the top-notch, top-of-the-line special event and stage intercom systems and broadcast intercom systems like TV stations and whatnot. So they are my favorite. HME is my favorite. Now, even when you go with an HME system, there's so many different options that you need to realize which one is right for you. You cannot just go buy a set of a system or a complete system that's not going to work out for you. So things that you need to know in order to choose the right one is how many employees are wearing headsets, how far is your drive-through lane from your kitchen, how many hours shifts the restaurant is open. Is it open 24 hours, 12 hours? How many hours it is open? And the environment, how hot it is outside. And for everything, you need to choose the right hardware. So basically, you need to pick the right microphone, the right speaker, the right base station, the right vehicle detector, the right headset, battery pack, belt pack, you name it. Everything, it has to be the correct one in order for you to choose the right system. So first, I'm going to introduce to you all the different things that are available in the market. Okay? So this right here that you see, this is a HME EOS HD headset, and this headset is basically one of the best headsets because it can handle all HME drive-through intercom base stations that are wireless, such as base 6000, IQ 6000, Ion IQ 6100, and EOS HD 6200. Even it works with the one which is EOS HD 6700, which is designed for a specific restaurant. It doesn't work for all restaurants, but it works for all of them basically. This is like one package that works for all. So the difference between a EOS HD 6200 and EOS HD 6700 is that the 6700 is specifically designed for sonic drive-through systems, where they have multiple bases, multiple lanes, and you know, it's a whole different type of drive-through setup. Now for sonic drive-through system, where they have like 20 cars parked, basically each one is communicating individually or independently, for no other manufacturer is making drive-through intercoms but HME, and only EOS HD 6700 will work for that situation. Now let's look at some other headsets here. First, I'm going to show you all different angles of this headset. If you could see, it's such a nice headset, very lightweight, the battery lasts for a very long time, and very comfortable to wear, and the range is amazing. The sound quality is second to none. So this is your best top of the top notch, cream of the crop headset. Okay, the second in the list is EOS HD 6200 headset. The difference between this headset and the one that I introduced previously, this one only works with EOS HD 6200 base and 6700 base. It doesn't have reverse compatibility with older models. So basically this cannot sync with Ion IQ base or Ion IQ 6100 base or the 6000 base. It is not compatible, only with the new ones. So this is good. This is just as good as the EOS HD 6300. I'm sorry, HS 6300. This is called HS 6200, by the way. It's just as good as HS 6300. The only problem is that it is not reverse compatible. It is not going to work with older systems. So to buy this headset, you must have the new system to use it. All right? Okay. Now let's go. Okay. This is a HS 6100. HS 6100 HME. This is a very good quality. It doesn't have high definition sound, but believe me, this is much better sound wise than the other competitive's high definition sound. So although it's not an HD headset, it is very, very crystal clear audio quality, and this is compatible with base 6000 and base 6100, Ion IQ 6100. So yeah, this is compatible with 2 bases, and it's a very nice, lightweight, and all the good stuff about this puppy. All right. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, I brought this picture again, is the buttons. All HME intercoms, drive-through intercom headsets have 3 talk buttons. They're 2-channel, A1 and A2, and the B channel is for employees to talk with each other. So if you press A1, it could be used for lane 1. If you press A2, it could be used for lane 2, or if you have a single lane drive-through system, then both buttons will work for lane 1. And if you press the B button, it will be communication between each employee, between one another. Now remember that all these buttons are temporary buttons. Like when you press them, you talk. When you let go, it will disconnect. But you could program them to work hands-free. And if you want to learn how to do that, I have other videos teaching how to make them hands-free, and that includes the B button. You can have the B button hands-free, or the A1 or A2. So basically, the difference between hands-free is that if you choose hands-free, you press the A1 button once. The communication with the customer will engage, and as soon as you're done, you press it again, it will disengage. But if you use it hands-free, if you don't want to use it hands-free, so you have to press to talk. As soon as you as soon as you remove your hand, then there is no communication channel left. All these headsets are full duplex. The meaning of full duplex is that you can listen to the customer and talk to the customers at the same time. It's not like a walkie-talkie where you have to press, talk, and then let go to listen to them. It's not like that. It's full duplex, real time, just like a phone. You speak and you listen at the same time. And this is a little more clear pictures of this unit, more high definition pictures. So you could see much better. There are the buttons and everything. All right. Okay, this one is HS6000 headset. The HS6000 headset, just like the other two I explained earlier, they're all-in-one headsets, meaning that the mic, the speaker piece, all in the battery pack, all are in one. It's not like the belt pack kind. And it's full duplex. It's compatible with the HS6000 is compatible with base 6000 and also with base 6100, Ion IQ 6100, but it is not compatible with EOS HD high definition bases. So for this, you must have either the old gray bases, the 6000, or the ones that are the newer ones, or I should say the middle of the road, which is the 6100 base. Now the sound quality of these units are just as good as the blue ones, and the battery type is different. So this takes a different type of battery. The battery on this one is called BAT41, where the other ones which I showed earlier, they take the battery that's called BAT50. So that's BAT50, this is BAT41. The battery is different, the charger is different. So if you're buying this headset, you must buy the correct charger for this headset. If you're buying the other headset, you must buy the correct charger for that headset. Chargers of all different headsets are different. And HME, they have 2 types of chargers and 2 types of drive-through headsets. One is the AC40 charger for this, and then the other one is AC50 charger for the newer models. Okay, so let's look at some other pictures of this with different angles. So this is again HS6000 headset. Okay, this is an HME belt pack. An HME belt pack is a convenient way to communicate with your customers from your belt while wearing a very, very lightweight headset. So the benefit of this is that you don't have the whole battery pack and the headset and the mic, everything in your head. You have the battery pack in the communication unit in your belt, and just a wire comes from your belt to your headset and you're wearing the headset. I'm going to show you the headset. For this unit, you need to have HS12 headset, and this unit is called COM 6000 belt pack. So This unit takes BAT41 batteries, and it requires AC40 battery chargers. So you can take a look at this, different pictures from different angles. Yeah, so that's what this is. Now the same thing as the other ones, this can be used hands-free, or you can do a temporary press to talk to your customers, and this is for communication between employees of the restaurant. This is volume up, volume down, power. So this is a good unit. It's very solid. It can take a hit, it can drop. It's very well built. It's like military standard, military grade toughness. I've seen it drop, I've seen it fall, I've seen it being tossed by an angry employee and whatnot, and it can take some beating. Now, this one requires an additional headset. So if you buy this, you need to also purchase the headset. The combination of this belt pack and the headset is cheaper than an all-in-one unit, because the all-in-one unit is usually more advanced and later technology, and it costs more. For this will work with base 6000 and base 6100. This is not compatible with base Ion HD 6200 or EOS HD 6200 or EOS HD 6700 Sonic version. This will only work for base 6000 and 6100. Okay, this is the same as the other one. It's a blue version of that. The difference is that this takes a different type of headphone. The headset wiring is different. With this, you can use a wider variety of headsets. You could use the red headset, and you could also use the headsets that are used for Clearcom intercoms, such as the headset HS15, HS15D, and all the rest of it you could use with this unit. And also with this unit, you can use either the red battery or the blue battery, white battery. All batteries will work with this. However, on the red one, which I showed to you earlier, you must use the red battery. Now, most batteries nowadays manufactured from HME are available in the market, or the red batteries, so you don't have to worry. But if you come across some older version batteries, they will not work with the red one, but with this one they will work. So basically this is an older model, so it works with older batteries, including the red batteries, where the red one only works with red batteries. It doesn't work with the battery this one uses. This one is also compatible with wider variety of headsets than the newer ones. Newer belt packs only work with the red ones only work with HS12 headset. If you use a different headset, you're gonna get the headset error message. But with this, you could use, like I said, even Clearcom headsets, as long as the plug is the same mini DIN plug, it should be fine to use. This one again works with base 6000 and 6100. It doesn't work with EOS HD high definition base or the 6700 base. Okay, this is the headset I was talking about earlier. This headset works with both COM 6000 red or COM 6000 blue, and it's called HS12 headset. It's a very lightweight, versatile headset, and it can take some beating. Really extremely lightweight. It's so lightweight that you cannot imagine unless you actually are wearing one. Sometimes when you wear this, you can't even tell you're wearing a headset. You get so used to it. It's so lightweight, and it's pretty solid, sturdy. It can take some beating in rough restaurant environments. It can withstand all of those, and the cord is like one of the highest quality cords, as far as like it can handle a lot of bends without breaking internally. The way they have designed it, the cord is not only that, it's also shielded. It has a good insulation of RF interference or any other noise interference. So this is a pretty solid headset. Now this headset works with COM 6000 and COM 6000 blue and red, so they are not a good set to be used with a high definition systems, because this will not plug to those. However, there are high definition belt packs and certain ClearCom and other, which I'm not gonna get into that, which is compatible with this headset, but we're talking about drive-through. For that, this is good for the red and blue only. Okay, this is HME's Wireless IQ Base 6000. This will work with the following headset. So if you have this system, this base station, you can buy HS6100, you can buy HS6000, you can buy COM6000, and you can buy COM6000 blue or red, either one. So those are the type of intercom build packs and headset that are working with this unit. You cannot use an HS6200 high definition HD or HS 6300 could also work with this, by the way. Yeah, HS6300 will work with this because it's reverse compatible, but 6200 high definition HD will not work. Let's look at some more pictures of this. Most controls are all manual controls, unlike the 6100, which has a digital display and all the controls are digital. This one, all the controls are manual. And we have all these speed, team on and off, greeting, message control. It has, you could see for yourself, grill speaker volume, outside speaker volume. It has all the settings a restaurant would need. It's a very well built, very clear sound quality headset, impressive technology. It's really impressive how well these are built. And this is the back. That's how you mount this with 4 screws. You could even mount it with 2 screws, but yeah, it's designed for 4 screws. And this is where the antennas go. Again, antennas go here. And let's see the inside. Oh, this is the record button. And this is the inside. This is the vehicle detector board. Now you need a vehicle detector board if your restaurant has under pavement vehicle detector coil. Now if you have a restaurant where you don't have under the pavement vehicle detector coil, then you might want to use the sonar vehicle detector. HME makes sonar vehicle detectors as well. You might want to use the sonar HME vehicle detector, or you could buy the motion sensor vehicle detector. There are different types of vehicle detectors. This base will work with most speakers, HME speakers. It works with both condenser microphone and dynamic microphone, such as DM4, DM1, DM5, all these different microphones. And also, if you are using a condenser microphones require DC voltage to operate, so you have to change a jumper on the board to enable the DC voltage to the microphone wire in order for the condenser microphone to work. If you're using a dynamic microphone, make sure the jumper is off, because the last thing you want is to feed DC current to a magnetic coil, magnetic microphone. And again, that's a close-up shot of the unit. This is the close-up shot. This is the wireless board, and these are the buttons you use to register. You can watch my other videos if you want to learn how to register. And yeah, basically you could have additional vehicle detectors in here if you want to, but basically it does come with one vehicle detector. Sometimes even that is optional. If you need it, you buy it. If not, you don't need a vehicle detector, you don't. One of the good things about HME base stations that all these plugs, they are interchangeable. For example, the wires, the way they are, if you were to upgrade your base, basically the way the speaker, mic, and all the layout is about the same, that you could just unplug this and plug it into the other one. However, this one, the DC jack is 16 volt AC on this one, where on the new ones it's a 24 volt. This is 16 volt AC. The newer one are 24 volt DC, and it has 3 pins, plus, minus, and ground. This one is AC, so that's just 2 pins. Okay, so let's look at the other bases. Okay, this is Ion IQ Base 6100. This is HME's one of the very, very high quality, I should say sophisticated technology base stations with crystal clear sound quality. Now this is not as good as the HME EOS HD 6200 base, but it is not much worse either. I mean, it's not any less than that either. Its sound quality and sound clarity is unusual. It's not very common in other competitors' drive-through intercom systems. Now, I would like to clarify this video. I'm not being paid for this video. I'm not an employee of HME. I don't work for HME. I don't have shares in that company. I don't even know anyone in that company. This is my personal opinion based on my experience with 10 plus years of drive-through equipment repair. So this is it's up to you to make the final decisions, and this my unbiased opinion is what I'm giving you. I haven't been paid by HME to create this video. Okay, so this is again the 6100 base is good for 3 headsets, HS6000, HS6100 and HS6300. This does not work with HS6200 headset because that's HD only headset. This also works with BeltPack 6000 Blue or BeltPack 6000 Red. It works with both. And let's look at some other pictures here. So here we have the same plugs like the other one. You have the wireless card here. Now this one I don't see the vehicle detector in this one, but this is where the vehicle detectors would go. So very nice. This is where the antennas would go. Same mounting distance and everything as the other one. Now there are a lot of additives, I should say additions, not additives, additions to these headsets, I mean to these base stations. For example, you could have a emergency, if the wireless system doesn't work, which you could go to an emergency wired communication option, which is another card you add. The card, I think I have the card here somewhere, maybe not. It's a card with a button that you turn it on, push it on and off, and what it does, it changes the communication from wireless to wired in case of an emergency. And all the plugs, one of the good things about HME, they have these plugs, these kinds of plugs, and all the wires, you simply plug in to this and then you unplug it without having to go and unplug every single wire individually. You unplug the whole plug and you actually disconnect like 10 wires or 8 wires depending on how many wires were attached to that particular plug. Again, this is the EOS Ion IQ 6100 base. Ion IQ 6100 base. Very good quality. Very one of the greatest, HME's greatest. Okay, now this is the cream of the crop, top-notch, best intercom available in today's market for wireless drive-through communication. This has high definition audio quality. Imagine high definition audio quality. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. High definition. Right there it says HD. And this unit is it works with the HME EOS HD 6200 HS6200 headset and with HME HS6300 headset. Two headsets are compatible. The belt packs are not compatible. The red headset is not compatible, and the blue headset is not compatible with this. So make sure if you have this system, if you have this base station, to buy the correct headset. So basically, for this base station, once again, you have to buy HS6200 or HS6300 headsets. That's the only option you have. Okay. So those are where the antennas go. High definition, very good sound quality. Let me look at a few pictures inside. There you go. So these are the same. The plugs, the holes, and the mounting holes are the same distance. Again, these are the mountings for the vehicle detector boards. There you go. Very nice. Okay, so this was the base 6200 base station. Okay, now what this is a dual lane base system. Now they make dual lane base in EOS HD 6200 or Ion IQ 6100. Both of those units could be purchased as a single lane unit or dual lane unit. Dual lane are for restaurants that have two drive-through lanes, basically, and two different windows. Everything is like times two. And if you look at the inside of this base station, let me forward. And okay, so if you look, it has two circuitries. Everything is twice. It has two vehicle detector boards, and the rows of these pins are double than the other one because it's a dual lane, and each circuit is for one lane and the other circuit is for the other lane. So you could see this is a dual lane EOS HD base 6700 or 6200 or 6700, by the way. It could be 62 or 67. 67 is only for Sonic drive-thrus. There you go. Okay. All right. So now that we know a thing or two about different hardware, we need to realize and understand that based on our specific conditions, each hardware that we purchase is different. For example, if the drive-through restaurant is in a very noisy environment, you cannot buy a condenser microphone. Condenser microphones are super sensitive. In that case, you have to buy dynamic microphone like DM4. And if the drive-through or DM5, and if the drive-through environment is very quiet, then you can buy a condenser microphone or a dynamic microphone. If the situation is really windy, like your drive-through is somewhere where the wind blows all the time, like Chicago. You know, I was in Chicago, I was nearly blown away by the wind myself, let alone a drive-through mic. So if you have a restaurant in a very windy area, then you need to have a different type of microphone that has a wind blocker, I believe DM1, if I'm not mistaken, has a shield or a wind blocker, and so on. So different microphones are based on different scenarios. There are certain speakers that will act as a microphone and speaker, but that is not a full duplex. If you want a full duplex communication, you have to choose a mic and a speaker separately. The difference between full duplex and half duplex is the following. A full duplex communication, you're talking to the customer listens to you, and if they say something, you will listen, you'll hear them without having to press any buttons. But a half duplex communication is such that you press the button, talk to them, and then you let go of the button and listen to them, just like a walkie-talkie is a half duplex communication. You press the button to talk, and then you let go to listen to the other party speaking. I always recommend to have a full duplex because it eliminates errors and mistakes, and each order must be a perfect order for your restaurant to achieve success and have happy customers and great Google reviews and ratings. So this was basically I covered everything, and which battery charger you need for which headset, which base you need. And if you still have a question, you can leave a comment or message me, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you and shed some more light in this topic. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.